Love, peace, light, and blessings, soul family. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jazz. If you're one of my A1 Day 1 subscribers, shout out to you spiritual gangsters, you original souls. This is going to be a collective general reading for the full moon in Leo, you guys. So, I have a lot of downloads. I don't know if y'all really been paying attention. I've been kind of keeping the downloads hush hush. I've been telling y'all I don't have no downloads, but I do. And I have a lot of them. They just kind of been heavy and deep, and I try to keep it as light as possible, but what's the light worker that don't really shine the light in the shadows? Like, it's no point in you being a light worker and not me being a light worker, and I'm only giving you light, and it ain't no balance because we ain't tapped into no shadow aspects of our collective ascension process and journey. So I've been kind of keeping the downloads a little hush hush with y'all, but this full moon in Leo, I definitely feel like the spirit of vanity is amongst us. Now, I don't want to get into Leo's negative aspects in a derogatory way, because every sign has negative aspects, you guys. Like, I could say, like, you know, Leos are very vain and into vanity, and I could say Cancers are emotional as fuck, and I can say that Virgos are overly critical, and I could say so many negative things about each sign and so many positive things about each sign. But this full moon in Leo is bringing up vanity for the collective right now. And I definitely have some downloads in regards to vanity, y'all. So the spirit of vanity is amongst the collective right now. And I think that the way that it's manifesting in the spiritual community, it looks like a dick swinging contest, a spiritual dick swinging contest. I'm more spiritual than you. I'm more tapped in than you. I'm more connected than you. I'm more protected than you. My anointing is better than yours, and I'm more covered than you. Like, when did spirituality turn into this dick swinging contest? When did we want to be one up or have one up amongst one another when we're all within the same exact collective? I say this to say, this full moon in Leo is really allowing us to go deeper within ourselves in regards to comparison being the thief of our joy with this human experience. How much do you compare your earthly experience, or compare your physical vessel, or compare any aspect of yourself to anything outside of your true competition, which is the person in the mirror? I always say the only person that you need to beat, you guys, is your past self. The only person you need to outshine and overdo and have one up on is the person that you're shedding, the person that you're dying to, which is the person that you were once before. The person that you're becoming should only be trying to shit on the person that you once were before, your lower vibrational self, or your lower self, however you resonate with that, right? So I say this to say, like, it doesn't matter who you believe in and who you pray to. Buddha was not a Buddhist. Jesus was not a Christian. Muhammad was not a Muslim. These were all messiahs, prophets, teachers, and preachers of the love vibration. And within that highest frequency available to man, there is no room for hatred. There is no room for envy. There is no room for jealousy, y'all. There is no room for these negative aspects attached to vanity. Can vanity have beautiful aspects? Yes. Vanity is significantly it goes hand in hand with Venusian energy. So that goddess-like energy, that empress-like energy, it has vanity attached to it when it is in its highest vibration. But when vanity is in its lowest vibration, it's manifesting amongst the collective in the form of jealousy, in the form of envy, in the form of competition, when genuinely the only people that we need to be competing with is us, y'all. The man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror. That is the only person that you need to be trying to shit on. And Leo does rule this vanity aspect, this beauty aspect. Leo actually rules that whole flashy, shiny, all of that good shit. I just heard, oh, you fancy, huh? That's that Leo energy. You know what I'm saying? You could look at a Leo, and based upon their ambiance, based upon what they're emanating, their frequency can be felt within an eye's distance, or just by you actually locking eyes with their energy, because Leo is the soul. Leo is the fire. Leo is that spark, you guys. So there is a lot of power and strength. They are the strength card attached to that energy. But I see within the collective right now, we're undergoing this phase where is it his or her image of likeness and perfection that we are striving to attain with vanity, because that's the highest vibration, right? Or is it the earthly, worldly image of perfection and likeness that we are striving to attain and obtain, because that is the lowest vibration? It's a lot of different ways that his or her image and likeness of perfection has been tainted by the worldly and earthly views of it. And it comes in the form of plastic surgery. It comes in the form of the beauty industry being predominantly forced upon women based upon standards of patriarchy. So we as women are funding a $1 billion industry, not based upon what we personally deem to be beautiful, but it's based upon what men personally deem to be beautiful, right? The spirit of vanity is really, really, really amongst the collective. It's manifesting in so many different ways, shapes, and forms right now. And it's something that spirit really wants us to pay attention to. Have we detached from the highest vibration of it, which is his or her image and likeness of perfection? Or are we too overly attached to the earthly conforming of what vanity is now? Because the pornography industry would tell you that if you ain't got this and a little bit of that, then you ain't right, or you just ain't it, right? The beauty industry would tell you that if you got 4C coils and if your edges, they frizz up a little bit, then your hair just ain't presentable, or it's not corporate acceptable, or it's nappy, right? It's a lot of different, they tell you that if you got a little bag under your eye, honey, or a little acne scar or a little blemish here, then you need to go get you some concealer and put a full bead on your face, because that's what's acceptable in the worldly image. But that's not his or her likeness of perfection that we were all created in here, right? I have some transparency here, because there is a big self-esteem purge happening amongst the collective. There is a humongous insecurity purge happening amongst the collective. And I got the self-love candle going, and it's really, really going right now. And I feel like it's tied into this whole full moon and Leo energy. And I'm wrapping y'all up. But like I said, the downloads have really been coming to me. But I don't like when they're this heavy sometimes. I like to keep it a little light. But I'm a light worker. And God didn't need me to go shine the light on the light. And if that was the case, we wouldn't have descended to this lowest plane of existence where it's dense and where it's dark. If that was the case, then I'd be kicking it up there in the angelic realm, sipping wine and sipping whiskey with them, okay? If that was the case as a light worker, my work would not be needed here to shine. It ain't nothing to shine up there when you dealing with nothing but light. So here on this dense plane, y'all, we got to get into some of these shadow aspects. We got to get into some of these dark things that we are suppressing half of the damn time, because the world is full of distractions that make us negate some of the things that the soul is screaming towards, or urging us to just acknowledge sometimes. So as a light worker, I encourage all of us to chin up, eyes open when you walk in the shadows, because your light is your shield. And as we go into our shadows and we ask ourselves these harsh questions about what makes us view his or her image and likeness of perfection to be any less than the worldly or the earthly image and likeness of perfection. Moment of transparency, because y'all know I keep it 100 with y'all. My self-esteem issues have been coming up. My insecurity issues have been coming up. I have been actually looking into getting a consultation for a breast augmentation. Y'all know I always keep it 100 with y'all. I am the CEO, honey. I'm the president of the Itty Bitty City Committee. And I say this to say, I ask my spirit, where is this coming from? Because in all actuality, God gave me these to feed children one day. That's it, that's all. But the world told me that if they don't look a certain way, then you just ain't it, baby. And it's fucked up, right? It really is. Because I would be the prime example A candidate for breast augmentation, you guys. And I preach that self-love shit. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm going through a phase where my self-love journey is deepening. It's richening. It's enriching itself, because I'm looking at so many different things that are underlying, that are suppressed. And yes, I looked into what that calls to do. I looked into what's the healing time like. What does that look like? I looked into all of that because it was a piece of me that was not content with her image and likeness of perfection while I lived on this earthly plane, because the world was not content with her image and likeness of perfection. So you got to pick a side here. It's a thin line here. And it's so many different things. Like, y'all, this is so uncomfortable for me. So to come on here barefaced, be raw with y'all like this, to come on here with my locks, flaws, and all 4C knocked up roster sometimes like this, y'all, this is not easy. It's a process, though. It's a journey. You know what I'm saying? And I find that the more that I just come to terms with the fact that it's not going to happen overnight. I had this full moon in Leo broke me down, y'all. I had the waterworks coming. You know what I'm saying? Because I took my hair out. And it was just a feminine moment. You know, I feel tears coming up. If they do, we gonna purge. Fuck it. But it was a feminine moment. And I know all my females could feel me when I say this. Sometimes y'all just, your confidence, you know what I'm saying? It's a struggle to keep it organic, natural, and authentic. Meaning, I don't need nails. I don't need hair. I don't need clothes. I don't need shit. I should be able to stand in the mirror and look at me naked. And keep that same energy where your confidence level is where it is, and keep that same energy where your self-esteem is where it is, and keep that same energy. We shouldn't need these worldly things to allow us to keep that same energy, because my confidence comes from my Godfidence, and that was my reassurance. My confidence does not come from anything that I can obtain in this world or purchase in this world. My confidence comes from something that is genuinely unforeseen. My confidence comes from something that I can't put clothes on, or that I can't get nails put on. My confidence comes from this spirit. So I ask everybody with this full moon in Leo, what that spirit do? You know what I'm saying? Like, detaching from what the earth has tried to make us conform into is very, very hard. But if we start the process today and you look at your journey a year from now, you're going to see a lot of progress. It's so hard for me to do this, y'all. Maybe that's why I don't come on as often, because I want to be authentic in my walk of self-love, of spirituality, of authentic expression. And sometimes I be wanting to put the beat on my face. Sometimes I be wanting to throw a wig on, because all my life the world made me feel comfortable with my lace fronts, baby hair slayed, face beat. You know what I'm saying? That's what the world made me feel comfortable with. So this new season, this full moon in Leo, we are now reminding ourselves what comfortability, what God's image and likeness of perfection looks like, what comfortability with God's confidence instilled deeply within us feels like. Not what the world has taught us or showed us or tried to make us believe. We are 14 minutes in. I'm going to have to timestamp this at this point. We ain't blessed our reading. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ascended masters. Mother God, Father God, I ask that you utilize me as a humble vessel. Fill us up with divine love, divine light, divine intuition, divine lessons, divine blessings, divine guidance for myself and for the collective. I ask that you fill us up until we overflow mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Ashe, Ayibobo, Amun. Let's tap in, y'all. We're going to start with the angels and ancestors. Since it was such a long download, I'm going to go ahead and try to speed this up. So let's go ahead and get our overall energy for the full moon in Leo. Angels, ancestors, what is the overall energy for this full moon in Leo? That spirit of vanity is amongst us. You're going to pick that high vibrational aspect of it, or that low vibrational aspect of it is going to come for that ass. You got to know yourself. You got to master yourself. You have to heal yourself, okay? In order for you to embrace the highest vibration of it. We all want to look good. We all want to feel good. But to what expense? To what expense here, Spirit says? Being comfortable, being confident, and being content with the organic version of your authentic expression here is what the collective is striving towards. Wow. We got this in the last new moon reading. And it says, Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. All right. So we'll rock with it. Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. I definitely feel like here there is this angelic energy surrounding the collective. If you notice, she's bare, she's raw, she's naked, she's natural, okay? There is nothing literally like hiding her essence. And you feel her. Not only do you see her, but you feel her. You feel that Earth Mother energy. You feel that natural presence that she emanates. You feel that love and that comfort coming from that card. And what this tells me is that there is something raw, something beautiful, and something naked that's within each and every single last one of us if we allow ourselves to tap into it, or if we allow it to tap into us, Spirit says. Because sometimes that's the biggest issue, Jazz. I feel y'all. So the Ancestor Saved, we allow it to tap into us, because some of us have been rejecting the energy that's trying to force us to look into the mirror and feel comfortable and feel confident and feel loved. Some of us have been rejecting the energy that's trying to force us to look at our naked body. Something about the naked body, meaning that the world has given us enough cover-ups. The world has given us enough band-aids. The world has given us enough shit to mask the problem, but the world ain't gave us no fucking solutions. And I feel like the solution here is to really just get naked. I just heard LMI, I need somebody who loves me naked, someone who never asks for love but knows how to take it. Are you that somebody who sees the wall and breaks it? I feel like here when I see Earth Mother here too, pay attention to how the feminine energy has somehow... Pay attention to how the masculine energy no longer has the same level of respect for the feminine energy here. For what she brings to the table here. For how she births new creations here. For how she is nourishment when I see Earth Mother here. The masculine energy has disconnected from the feminine principality or the feminine principle of which she serves, right? And what I feel, pay attention to how the feminine energy now somehow feels like she has to become something to be worthy of her masculine, or how she has to look like something to get her masculine, or how Vanity has a big play in that shit, right? Like how the feminine energy here can no longer just be raw, be naked, be herself, and be seen and be felt. The feminine energy has to put on all of these personas, or put on all of these facades, or become so much things that she is not, just to try to advance herself in love and in relationship. And I think that's why, when you really pay attention to it, most women are bred to fall in love, while most men are bred to work the world, or to work within the world. Nobody is really breeding men to have that same level of respect for the feminine energy that the feminine energy currently has for the masculine energy. And that's why you see so many females stuck in relationships and can't leave. You see so many females chasing after men after it's long done and over with. You see so many females struggling with that spirit of detachment, because from day one, or the way that the earth is trying to breed females from day one, is that you have to be somebody's sidekick or be somebody's Robin. The world is not breeding the feminine energy to realize that she's Batman. No, the world is breeding the feminine energy. Literally, in certain cultures, you guys, that woman is bred for an arranged marriage from the day that she is born. I come from a third world country, and it still happens a lot of places amongst the world. Do you see men being raised to be a husband? No. But around the world, you see women literally being raised to be a wife, as if the only significance that we have that's placed upon us on this earth is to be some type of mother and some type of wife here, and that's it, and that's all. So this has a lot to do with that spirit of vanity, because there's a competitive energy surrounding the divine feminine that completely disintegrates the sorority and the sisterhood that's supposed to be prevalent amongst us. It's a fucking code. It's like law. You know what I'm saying? Now they say bros before hoes. Yeah, we got a fucking code and a fucking law here as well that has been dismantled by patriarchy. And you see it in love, you see it in relationships, how women are literally gung-ho to find true love, while men are sitting here not bred or not viewing that feminine energy the same way, because it's a lack thereof respect. The feminine still somehow has the utmost respect for her masculine energy, but it's something about the masculine energy here that is relearning, unlearning, and relearning about the feminine energy, because she's not just supposed to be a mother. She's not just supposed to be a wife here. There is so much more that the divine feminine brings to the table. There is so much more than to just be pretty. Her in her most naked, rawest essence is her in her most beautiful divine element, is what Spirit says. So take away, in that song it says, take away the big shirts, the tattoos, the sweatpants, and Vans. Okay, I don't wear no makeup, no purse in my hands. My resting bitch face is mistaken for the mean girl. But what if I told you there's nothing I want more in this world than somebody who loves me naked? This is the world, or the earth, finally realizing that the divine feminine has a whole nother level of untapped into potential. The divine feminine is not love and fucking light and a mother and just a wife. The divine feminine is pure fucking chaos. You want to ask me why? What other species you know bleeds every month without fucking dying? What other species you know undergoes the pain tolerance of every bone breaking in her body just to undergo childbirth and child labor? Literally puts her life on the fucking line every time she brings life into this world. What other person you know is literally the walking portal between our heavenly world and our earthly realm? What other being besides the divine feminine energy, baby? What other energy you know literally birth every single last living human existence, living, breathing existence that we know on this earthly plane? We all come from a womb. We all have a belly button. We was all fed through a woman, a womb man. The divine feminine is not love and light here. The divine feminine is pure fucking chaos. The divine feminine is the high priestess, because the divine feminine is the bridge between these realms. She is a walking portal at all times. Spirit has access to each and every dimension as long as there's the divine feminine. Angels, gods, goddesses. Who is guiding us with this full moon in Leo? Angels, gods, and goddesses. Who is guiding us with this full moon in Leo? Spirit said, I got access to any and every dimension as long as there's a divine feminine. You can't tell me she ain't got purpose. More purpose than to just be a mother. More purpose than to just be a wife. And it's one thing for us to come to these realizations, but it's a whole nother thing for the world to catch the fuck on. Now, how do we do that? Piece by piece. Piece by piece. Step by step, one by one, literally. Me walking in my purpose can inspire somebody else to walk in their purpose. And somebody else walking in their purpose can inspire the next woman to walk in their purpose. And guess what all three of them women going to do? Raise the next generation of women to walk in their purpose. That's how spirit works. That's how it's a perfect plan. That's how it's divinely orchestrated. Every single last one of our footsteps being placed in order. That's how that shit happens. And I say this to say, the more women that awaken to this mere fact that there is an imbalance of respect amongst the feminine and the masculine energies, you will start to harness your femininity different. You will start to embody your femininity different. And you will start to demand a certain level of respect and love and adoration from your masculine energies different. Ain't it beautiful how Spirit sent us to this earth school and gave us problems and solutions within our own creative capability? Ain't it beautiful how when you come to earth school, yeah, you can create a fucked up world, but you can also be the blessing that turns it all around here as well? Ain't it beautiful how Spirit gave us every fucking prayer capable of being answered within our vessels, within ourselves here? The ability to birth chaos, but the ability to birth peace as well. We are our own problems and our own solutions here when I see the Earth Mother. And I feel like here humans have been a huge problem on the earth plane. And pay attention to the story of Noah. God didn't want to save humans. God wanted to save animals, because that generation of Cain. That generation of Cain literally is the reason why we started to eat animals, you guys. And with the 42 laws of Mayat, not only did she say protect the earth and protect the humans, she said protect everything that is a living embodiment or creation of God, right? So the animals were included, the elements were included. In the 42 laws of Mayat, we are not allowed to pollute the water, but look at what man has done. In the 42 laws of Mayat, we were not allowed to do anything harmful to the animals but coexist with them, because they are too creations of God. In the 42 laws of Mayat, anything that disrupted the cycle of life was forbidden. So these are the laws that she came here and laid down for us. And look at what man has done to the earth. Look at what man has done to the to the world, to the universe now. Because when we disrupt one planetary body, we disrupt them all. So look at what man has done. Man has caused the domino effect of chaos and turmoil. But ain't it beautiful how God sent us to this earth school and gave us the ability to be our own problem and fucking solution? I think that's dope. What y'all think? I think that's dope as shit. So I say this to say, and I'm not one of them vegans or them vegetarians that tell y'all eating meat is bad. All I'm going to say is this: it disrupts the cycle of life. And I know a lot of people hate to hear it, right? And I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you need to change your diet. You don't need to do nothing. Some of y'all come from solar systems, and that's why your body literally cannot survive without meat, because there is a certain protein inside of your DNA strands that requires animalistic protein synthesis within your body. Period. I'm very, very educated. I'm a scholar. Everybody is not meant to be vegan or vegetarian. Then you have people like me who get completely sick when we consume meat. Everybody is built different. The fact, because it's facts over feelings, the fact of the matter is that is not how we were eating from day one. When Homo sapiens were living to 200 to 300 years old, when we were eating, we were predominantly fruitarians because our bodies are built to be predominantly fruitarians. If we were not predominantly fruitarians, our fangs would be refined to be able to be carnivorous, whatever. Y'all know, carnivores. That's what I'm trying to say. So the reason why we ate plants is because we had the ability to reproduce. We have the ability to take the seed, the life out of what we consumed and put it back into the earth. The reason why Mayat forbade us to eat animals is because we cannot, as human beings, reproduce a cow, a pig, a goat, or a chicken. We just talking about the laws here. I don't want to offend no carnivores. I don't want to offend no pescatarians. I don't want to offend nobody. I'm not here to tell nobody what to eat and how to live their life. Like I just said, some of y'all come from solar systems. It helps your energy sustain itself on this dense plane by consuming more things that are not foreign, that more things that are natural to the earthly realm. It keeps you grounded. I understand that as a scholar, okay? But we are, as human beings, the problem of this earth. We are literally the virus of this earth. We are killing this earth. Everything that God created within them 7 days on this earth, we are going to be the reason why every single last one of them bitches go extinct. Because we, unfortunately, when you eat that animal, you cannot reproduce that animal. So I say this to say, if you really got that heart and you love eating meat so much, you can reproduce a human. So eat your offspring. That's the alternative of not disrupting the cycle of life here. So in the midst of us paying attention to what we're putting inside of our vessels, once it's already dead, it gives you dead energy. It gives you negative energy here. But if it's alive, it gives you a vibration. It gives you an actual vibratory response to your nervous system here. When you eat your fruits, when you eat your vegetables, some of you guys have been feeling sluggish, and I feel like that's why this message came out. Pay attention to what you're consuming. Does it have life? If it's starch, it's dead. It's processed. If it's meat, it's dead. It has no more life. We took away the energetic signature. But if it grows, it's alive. It has the ability to put life into your body, and with your hands and intentions, you have the ability to put life back into the earth. And that's how we no longer disrupt that cycle of life here. And I feel like humans, we are the fucking virus of this earth, and spirit is starting to get really, really, really agitated. I think that the world is showing us that spirit is becoming agitated with the way that we are killing off this beautiful creation. Gaia was a beautiful creation. Some of us, because I call y'all original souls, some of us have been here from the moment that she was created. We watched her come to life, and now we're watching her die before our eyes. So those people like the earth angels and the earth magicians, those people, the herbalists, y'all feel her pain. I know I do too. And that's why I plant so much, or at least I try to, you know. Goddess of the shadows. Well, damn, didn't we say? It says, what you perceive to be your dark side holds a hidden treasure. Didn't we say? Coming into this spirit of vanity, she got two different sides, y'all. She really do. There's a high vibrational side where you are only solely immersed in his or her image and likeness of perfection. But then there is this shadowy aspect where it can literally consume you. It can take over your earthly journey. That comparison can be the thief of your joy here, honey. So there is a true divine need for us to go into the shadows. The goddess of shadows came out and said, what you perceive to be your dark side holds a hidden treasure, honey. So what we're really, really afraid of is literally where our blessings have been sitting the whole fucking time. If you've been sitting here waiting on a blessing that's long overdue, spirit says go into your shadows and get it. I wrapped it up. It got a pretty ass bow and every fucking thing, bitch. Go into your shadows and get it. What you waiting for? What your heart beating for? What your eyes closed for? Every single last one of us have a rites of passage in the valley of our shadows here. Every single last one of us. But some of us don't even never get to that passage or to that place within our journey, because so many of us are facing that spirit of fear. That I promise you, hell is not hot. Hell is motherfucking cold. Because that soul, that spark, this full moon in Leo is going to make you decipher. This full moon in Leo is going to make you realize that the soul is warm. When your heart is warm, that means your heart is pure. When your heart is cold, that means you are evil. You are empty. Your vessel there's no life in there. Y'all ever wonder what hell felt like? Let me tell you, I've been there a few times. Hell is cold. It's dark. There's no light. There's no warmth. Some of y'all been so afraid to go into y'all shadow because y'all don't even know what it look like, feel like, smell like, or taste like. Y'all keep thinking that hell got some people walking around with red faces and a fucking pitchfork, and you don't even realize that hell is a own fucking consciousness within yourself that you ain't even tapped into. Now, I'm 26, but I'll be damned if I've lived 26 years on this earth and you mean to tell me it's a piece of me walking with me every goddamn day that I don't know, that I ain't tapped into yet, that I ain't got a little familiar with? I'll be damned. 26 years? My nigga, you gonna have to get to know me now. I encourage everybody get to know your shadow, because sometimes y'all really be thinking that that's y'all spirit that tell you, oh, no, that person right there, yeah, that person got a fucked up vibration, don't fuck with them. Oh, no, that person right there, oh, that person they got some ways to them. You need not give them your energy. Oh, no, that person right there, that person is a whole fucking snake in the grass. Walk away. Y'all think that's y'all spirit? Y'all think that's y'all spirit that's giving y'all discernment? Y'all think that that's y'all spirit, y'all light body, that's telling y'all to beware and to be weary? No. You want to know why? Because your light body, your spirit, up there in that angelic realm, hanging out with the angels and shit, they see the good in everybody. Your spirit would never turn you away. It's your shadow that got your back like that. It's your shadow that puts you on game like that. It's your shadow that sees somebody else's demons before you can even see it, because you're so busy walking in your light. A lot of the collective here is afraid of their shadow. A lot of the collective here has no idea what the shadow feels like, because half of y'all still going across off of this white patriotic society, red face, pitchfork and flames of hell. Y'all don't even realize that the flames is symbolic of your soul. The flames is what invigorates you and gives you passion and gives you life. The flame itself is what is actually your source and your connection. But y'all so afraid of the fire. Y'all so afraid of the passion. Y'all so afraid of the actual source here, because of what y'all been told and what y'all been taught, that y'all been living in a place that y'all actually don't even realize. Yo, I don't know what I just said. Okay, wait. Y'all living in a place. Y'all been so afraid of home, which is the fire, the soul, the spark, that y'all got so comfortable living in hell. And it's cold as fuck here on this earth. People are cold here on this earth. Don't tell me y'all ain't been to hell if you live in this earthly journey with me. Don't tell me you don't know what it feel like. Don't tell me you don't know what it look like. The world is fucked up. The 1% of the world is anybody who makes over $30-something thousand a year. That's damn near every single last one of y'all watching me, because y'all have a device to actually get on the internet. That means that y'all are the 1% of the world. That means that I am the 1% of the world. That means that we are the fucking problem. Like I said, we are the problem and we are the solution. But half of us didn't even know that we were the problem. Half of us didn't even know that we are a part of this dark shadow over this plane of existence. Half of us don't even know this shit. Yeah, that 1%, that's anybody making minimum wage, you guys. That's the majority of the world, you guys. We make up that 1%. Meaning that 30-something thousand dollars is what qualifies you to make up this 1% of the world that has control over the masses. While the rest of these people in third world countries are dying of starvation and malnutrition and hunger, this world is fucked up. It's a big ass shadow over this world. But how beautiful we came to this earth school. We the problem and the solution. But you gotta wake up and realize that there are problems, that there are shadows to be faced. And if you call yourself a light worker, you gotta wake up and realize that if you were supposed to stay in the light, your ass would have stayed up in the heavens. You came down here to shine in them shadows. A lot of y'all want these self-proclaimed titles and don't know what comes with the shit. That's why I said spirituality is becoming a trend, you guys. A lot of y'all want these light worker titles until it's time to go shine in the motherfucking shadows. And you start to see Dambala and your Kundalini. Y'all see that snake? Yeah. You start to see some shit. What that light work do is what Spirit says. Angels, let's get another one. 40 minutes. What y'all think? Y'all think I'm gonna keep this under an hour? I really hope so. I know I wrapped y'all up, but the full moon in Leo came for me. It says play. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry. We will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and a heightened energy. This is for the workaholics. Your angels really want you to slow down because it's time to stop and smell the roses. Before we blink our eyes, y'all, this earthly journey is going to be said and done. You want to make sure that you got memories to share with your grandkids and that they going to share the memories with their grandkids and so on and so forth. In order for us to leave a legacy behind, we really have to detach sometimes and remember that this is a journey. This is a process. This is a school, damn it. This is whatever you need Earth to be in that fucking moment for you. Play a little bit, laugh a little bit, because laughter is genuinely medicine for your soul here. And I feel like there is so many distractions and work being a distraction, so many different things being a distraction, stress being a distraction, so many different things, but Spirit wants you to detach from whatever distractions that they are, because it's time for you to go play in your shadow a little bit and really get that shit integrated to the point where now it works for you and not against you. A lot of the collective have shadow aspects of themselves that have been literally fighting their blessings, working against them, because why? They just feel like you refuse to shed some light on it. Your shadow aspects feel like you refuse to go there with yourself. Your shadow aspects feel like, how dare I be so close and so nearby and feel so neglected and rejected at the same damn time. Your shadow will literally cause turmoil in your life if you refuse this integration process. And there's going to come a time in everybody's spiritual journey where there is an integration process where your shadow says, look, I want to do this with you and not against you if you allow me to. Only if you allow me to will I do this with you and not against you. But if you don't allow me to, then I'm against you because I'm neglected and I'm rejected. You know what I'm saying? And as it's human nature, nobody likes to be rejected. Nobody likes to be neglected, y'all. So same thing goes for our human shadow aspects. They do not like to be neglected. They do not like to be rejected. I say this to say, maybe I had to go get the little consultation so that way my shadow could say, look, bitch, maybe I don't like what I see when I look in the mirror. Maybe we do have body image and body shaming issues. Maybe you need to give me some more body positivity, bitch, because I feel neglected. I feel rejected. You just try and act like this shit don't exist. Maybe that's why I needed to just go get the consultation, because my shadow was sitting here wanting, hungry for some type of fucking attention. I could sit here and be like, oh nah, God gave me little boobies or whatever the case may be, and I'm just gonna have little boobies. And the fact of the matter is, what fucks me up the most is my breasts were never this small. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women know, like, when you get milk and then you lose it, and I'm not going to go into detail about my body issues or changes, whatever bodily changes, but them things will just pew, okay? And my shadow aspect, I feel like, was so hungry for some attention of the fact that My body used to be one way that I was more confident with and about, and now it's just not. And I tried to act like that resentment almost, or that change didn't really affect me, and it did. So me even going to look at the prices gave my shadow some light. Me even going to seek out information gave my shadow some acknowledgement. The collective does a great job with suppressing, Spirit says, and it's time to do a better job with accepting that it's certain things about ourselves that need some light. Earth Mother, spill your tea. We got the 5 of Pentacles. It says feel loved and comforted, because a lot of y'all been feeling left out in the cold. Look at him. It's like rags. He's wearing rags almost. He looks like he could definitely be impoverished was the word that I was looking for. It says feel loved and comforted though, meaning like it don't matter if you woke up like this. There is a need for us to keep that same energy. That confidence level that you have with that beat face, that confidence level that makes you feel loved and comforted, whatever comes with it, whether it be a nice outfit, whether it be hair done, whether it be nails done, whether it be a fresh cut for my men, that confidence level, you need to have that when you got rags on your body, or you need to keep that same energy with or without the external persona that's attached to it, because your confidence comes from your Godfidence. Your Godfidence is deeply embedded and instilled in your spirit here. Just like when I see the 5 of Pentacles and I see what he has on, there is a need for us to really detach from things that make us negate where our true essence and divinity stems from. And it's cool and all. It's cool and all. I love it too. But it don't make you, nor does it break you. Here's what Spirit is saying. Clarifying the goddess of the shadows. We have the 5 of Swords now. We got 2 5s. There's a lot of changes happening in the collective's lives right now. With the 5 of Swords and the goddess of shadows, I feel like we are really about to face or confront some challenging things. It's going to feel like a fight. You know what I'm saying? It's going to feel like it's going to feel like an uphill battle is what Spirit is saying. And I definitely feel like with this 5 of Swords, clarifying this goddess of shadows, it says what you perceive to be your dark side holds a hidden treasure. If you fight your way through the process of getting the treasure, it's worthwhile. But some of y'all don't realize that y'all fully equipped for this battle. You see she got all her swords. She looked like she bout it too. I'm bout it. Okay, you bout it. She looked like she bout it too. But some of y'all don't even know that y'all have that ability. Some of y'all don't even know that y'all have that rites of passage. Some of y'all don't even know that y'all can make it out on the other side. Y'all not going in with no exit. Y'all going in one way and y'all have an exit on the other side. So some of y'all refuse to go to hell or go in your shadow because, yeah, it's cold. You were taught all wrong, so you weren't prepared. Spirit says step into it blindsidedly. Fight your way through. See your way through. Understand that you are fully equipped and you've been prepared with everything that you need to face yourself, to go there with yourself, to heal yourself. A lot of people have been going to the angelic realm seeking healing, when the fact of the matter is your healing happens in the shadows. Your movement happens in the light. Your ascension happens in the light. Your evolution happens in the light. But your healing happens in the shadow. And you can't ascend and evolve without the healing. Your lessons happen in the shadow. We can't favor one of these processes over the other when they're literally intertwined with each other. Clarify play, please, Spirit. Why is play here? Clarify this play energy. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energies so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and a heightened energy. Some of y'all really need to take a break. I feel this higher for readers, or if you do any type of spiritual work. It's okay to recharge. Hermit mode is necessary sometimes. And don't beat yourself up about it. If you need a week break, if you need a weekend, if you need 2 weeks, bitch, some of y'all just need a fucking vacation. Some of y'all need some time away from the kids. Excuse me, children. Some of y'all need time away from y'all children. Some of y'all need time away from y'all husbands here too. I just personally feel like some of you guys just need some me time. I just heard Monica, it's just one of them days that a girl goes through when I'm angry inside. Don't want to take it out on you. So in order for you to not take out your stresses, your anger, your anxieties on anybody else, there is a need for you to just designate some me time. Within the collective, find your me time. Find your rituals that give you undivided TLC for yourself, to yourself, by yourself. No children, no husband, no friends, no family. Detach from everything and reconnect with spirit. So we have the Magician clarifying play. I think that it's time for you to really manifest this me time. Individually, as a collective, we all need that quiet space where we don't have nobody's opinion, where we don't have nobody's influence, where we don't have nobody's nothing. Just you and your energy, just you and your God, just you and your creator, just you and your source. I feel like the collective is trying to find time or trying to find ways to just manifest me time, quiet time, personal time. I want to go ahead and get a love message because I don't think I'm going to do a love reading. Spirit, let's go ahead and get a love energy for the full moon in Leo before we close out this reading. That was a lot of downloads, you guys. That was a whole lot of downloads. That was a lot of downloads. Let's get a love energy here, Spirit. Love energy for the collective. Full moon in Leo. I feel like they want me to do a whole love reading, and I don't do it. Okay. It says life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So in regards to the love energies for the full moon, y'all see the tree of life? Yeah, there's a cycle that is inevitable. You cannot get to the right side of this circle. You can't get to the left side of this circle. You got to go full circle with your current love life right now. You literally have to just go with the flow because that's the only way that you will allow the world to surprise you. And within this tree of life, within this cycle of life, there's processes here, there's phases here, there's 4 circles here. This gives me the 4 seasons is what it tells me, and how each season stands for something totally different. There's going to be a phase in your relationship or in your love life here where things are going to stand still. There's going to be a phase where things are going to move. There's going to be a phase where things are going to grow. There's going to be a phase where things are going to just take the fuck off. But it says life is a series of constantly shifting cycles, and when we resist the change, we resist the natural flow of life. So there is God's plan is what I hear. The collective is starting to realize that there is God's plan over their little plan. It's like our little plan is so small in comparison to God's plan. Let's put one on this love energy. Clarify this life is a series. Go with the flow. Life is a series. Go with the flow here, Spirit. Clarify this love energy for the full moon in Leo. there's this very air-like energy where it's like one step at a time. Take one step at a time. So we got the Two of Pentacles. Balance. When you be patient, you allow things to naturally balance itself out, naturally unfold. Y'all, I really love like when it finally catches like one of the rose buds or rose petals or whatever herb is in there, and it starts to burn, and then you smell like the herb burning with the wood. Just in case y'all didn't know, there's a metal holder at the bottom of each candle. So the way I was initiated into 21 divisions, we use the 4 elements that I see a lot of the spiritual community use too, but we also use wood and metal. Y'all know those are elements too. So when you're creating your energetic portal to do whatever self-work that you're doing, or to tap into whatever dimension that you're tapping into, you don't want to negate all of what Earth harbors. You know what I'm saying? She has metal, she has wood. So that's why the wooden wicks are so non-negotiable for me, because in order for the work to work, you create your energetic portal. You put all of creation together. So yourself being the Homo sapien plus the earthly elements and your intention. You know what I'm saying? I send y'all love, peace, light, and blessings. I'm going to keep this under an hour. I did not do a closing message for us, but who cares? I did a love message and a full moon reading. Y'all know it don't get no better than that, because I try to keep love completely away from our moon readings and stuff. So yes, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, please, all my information is down low in the description box below. Check out the spiritual store for all your spiritual needs. We do have the Lord Sacred Sage Spray in stock. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm tired. We have our I Shade It Away oil in stock. You guys, I did sell out of self-love candles. Y'all like, this bitch burning one. How the fuck her website sold out? I'm sorry. I want a candle too. Can I burn my shit too? I'm just saying. You know, just because I'm burning it, unfortunately, y'all sold me out of self-love candles. I will be making more this weekend. But we do have I Shade It Away in stock. We have Namaste in stock. We have Energy in stock. We also have our Goddess Bath. Y'all been loving this, honey. I had to make some more. Our Goddess Bubble Bath. This is a herbal Castile infused soap, and it is sold with our herbal bath salts here as well. And like I said, please read before y'all purchase, because this is a sacral chakra activation bath. It's some slippery elm, some echinacea, apple cider vinegar. It's a lot of good sacral chakra like energies placed into this goddess bath. So that is my intention. Please look at like all of what you may experience if you do decide to use this bath, on top of a lot of other beautiful things. But this is what I wanted to show y'all. I am making Namaste in a bigger jar right now, as well as I Shade It Away in a bigger jar right now. So definitely, if you have fell in love with either of these scents, they will be coming in a 8-ounce versus a 4-ounce jar. I think that's all I had to say to y'all. Let's keep this under an hour. I will be back very soon to send y'all some more love, some more peace, some more light, and some more blessings. If you would like to book a personal reading, you know where to find me. Check out the store. Mwah. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'm so bad with that, y'all. I have to do better. I have to. Please stay on my ass, y'all. When I don't say it, be like, put it in the comments. Be like, Jazz, you did not tell them what to do to support you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Mwah.